So welcome back. This is going to be lesson 9. Lesson 9, we're going to work with variable and verbal expressions. Again, this is part of our Part B playlist. So again, variable kind of implies more of a symbolic language. Verbal kind of implies more of a word language. So let's look at what they want us to do here. Write each expression as an algebraic expression. Right now you can kind of see the quotient of 14 and 7. That's more of a verbal expression. We want to kind of do it more of a variable or algebraic. So we want this to change into a symbolic problem. So using math symbols, we've got to pick up on this vocabulary word quotient. The word quotient actually means to divide. So the quotient of 14 and 7 kind of means to divide. So that's going to be 14 divided by 7. Also, we can write that as 14 over 7. Those both represent a division problem. In algebra, we more commonly write it as a fraction. Our next example, half of 14. Half of 14 implies 1/2 times 14. So anytime we see half kind of represents the fraction 1/2. Of actually represents multiplication. So 1/2 times 14. And we do recognize that as 7. And that makes sense. Half of 14 is 7. And that does represent 7 if I actually evaluate that out. But right now they want us to write an expression. They don't want us to work it out. So they want to just leave it as a symbolic problem at this point. The product of x and 7. Again, the word product implies multiplication. So the product of x and 7 would mean x times 7. But more commonly we write that as 7x. So anytime you see multiplication with a number and a letter, usually that number comes first, that letter comes second. This is the most common way you'll see it. But both of these represent the product of x and 7 because they both represent a multiplication problem. But 7x is the more common way of writing that. Our last example, n cubed. Cubed has that exponent language. So this actually represents an exponent. Cubed is actually that power of 3, or the exponent of 3. So that would be n cubed. So cubed kind of implies the exponent language. So that's what they mean by changing into an algebraic expression. More of this symbolic language, not these words like this. That is more of a verbal expression. Stay tuned.